So somehow between the ages of 5 years old and adulthood, we've lost the creative genius we were born with. Now, most people immediately blame school. Ken Robinson has the most watched TED Talk in history about how creativity is ruined by the school system. But it's important to note that society created the school system. And so the real problem is that society itself has not encouraged us to be creative, because it didn't need us to be, not most of us. And so it's kept most of us in a state of personal crisis, because you don't need creativity in a crisis, at least not an acute one. Imagine this, for instance. You're walking through the African bush and you come across a lion. There's only one way to respond. It's not run, no. Because if you run, the lion thinks you're prey, will chase you, and guess what? The lions are faster than you. There's only one actual correct thing to do. There are two, actually, but the second one isn't very nice. I'll come back to it. The thing you're supposed to do if you come across a lion in the bush is, well, first of all, freeze. Look the lion in the eyes. Don't be aggressive or threatening, just look it gently in the eyes, like lovingly and peacefully. And then start backing up slowly, while waving your arms around and making a bit of noise to make the lion know that you're not afraid of it. So the only way to deal with walking into a lion is that way. There's no space to be creative, except if you have a friend with you who you know is slower than you, then you could run. But as I said, it's not a very nice solution. So the thing is, you don't want to be creative in that moment. If you're walking across the street and a drunk driver is hurtling towards you, feet away, meters away, there's only one solution. In that case, move, run. Again, no reason to be creative. When we're in a crisis that has a super limited time frame, creativity is not demanded. Different kind of crisis does demand creativity, which is a crisis with no clear end. But we'll come back to that in another talk. The point here is that society has never demanded creativity as one of the important things for most people. This is why 80% of Americans said they didn't have enough money to get them through 1 month past the next paycheck. And this was before COVID. We've already seen how the situation around society's need for creativity has been changing. And now COVID, a crisis we didn't engineer and that doesn't end at the end of the month, has just made our transformation more urgent and the need for it even more acute. We each need to move from crisis to struggle, from an immediate sense of panic to a longer-term vision. And yet still, there's a deeper and more personal challenge to innovativity. And tomorrow, we'll address it.